Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's worse than a ban. When you break a guideline in Pokemon Go here, you get banned, you lose your account. The first bans can be temporary, just some restrictions, but the last ban is permanent, you lose everything. However, today, something worse than a ban happened to me. At least when it comes to the game, because overall it was a blessing in my life. I moved and got married. This, ladies and gentlemen, is my new neighborhood where we'll be playing. And the downside, you'll find out after the intro. Roll it, editor. Ooh. We're starting this video with another little unboxing moment. Today I brought you something new that just arrived. Ladies and gentlemen, to bring light to our home, only good lighting will do. So let's get to today's little unboxing. Well, for those who don't know, I'm about to get married, and with the wedding also comes moving. Sophia and I will have our own home, our own little place, and that's why we're buying a lot of things. I couldn't miss out on the great benefits at Timo. Guys, there are so many good things. We can buy a lot there. So I couldn't help but bring a few things from this amazing website. By the way, in the description, you'll find our official link, and I also have my Temo code, which the editor can put up here, my Temo code for everyone, please. And basically, guys, what's the best part of all this, my God? A lot of people have been showing you Temo's stuff, and what makes me happiest about showing you Temo's things is that it's not just a partnership I show here on the channel, it's actually something I buy myself. I've been telling you these last few days about Temo, guys, and now I'm showing you that it's my own house we're furnishing with things from Temo. And look how beautiful this is. It's another little lamp we bought to put next to the bed on the nightstand. Man, this is going to look really nice. So here's another little unboxing from Temo that I brought for you. Just reminding you once again, the link is in the description and my code as well. So you can find the same products I'm buying to furnish my house, to make yours, your room, everything look just like that. Well, without further ado, let's jump into the video. Today's gameplay is intense. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what you're seeing here is the map around our new house. And yes, there's nothing here. Not only in Pokemon Go, but there's also nothing on Google Maps. Just so you guys know, my address doesn't even exist yet. For example, if I try to look for some food and type in the beginning of my address, it doesn't show up in the list of suggestions. Because technically it still doesn't exist on the maps. The Google Maps car hasn't even come by here. If I look at the map, there's just grass here. There isn't even a lot yet, just grass. So everything is outdated. Even though we have some spawns here, other things are missing. Just so you know, I'll probably have a Pokestop at home, because at my house back there, there's a garden with some iron benches where you can sit while you're walking. If you get tired, you can sit there, take a break and all that. But I requested a Pokestop there and it was denied. I talked to a friend of mine who's a specialist in creating Pokestops, and he explained a few things to me. Basically, when someone is going to create a Pokestop, they can't actually go to the place where the Pokestop was requested to analyze the situation. What they use as a reference is Google Maps. So when they look at Google Maps and see that this place is just overgrown, they think I'm trying to pull some kind of trick. I even got a little scared that I might get punished for this, you know, for requesting an invalid Pokestop. Because it's not improper, it's just that it's not registered on the map yet. So I don't know what I have to do. I mean, to show up on Google Maps. I don't know what I have to do to show up in other places. Honestly, this is new for me, but my friend said he'd help with the registrations and everything. The only thing that shows up here, guys, is a huge straight line, which is the main avenue there that was built a while ago, right? And now the houses are being built around it. Look, let me show you. Look, this here, guys, is my neighborhood. Here, this part here is still gonna have a few more things built. Over there, more is also being built. And here is basically the entrance. It's the roundabout. If you look way in the back, if the editor zooms in, there's only weeds, man. There are even buoys here, just so you know. So there's a lot going on. This is the clubhouse. Clubhouse here in the United States, guys, is the place in the condo that has the pool, tennis court, gym, all those things. What I think is coolest is that it says here, look, that the sports court will be ready in 2025 and the other things will be ready soon. We're already in 2026. I don't know how soon that soon is. But it's okay. Look, they're working here. The guys are going all out. Today is Saturday, so they're not working. Today, actually, later on, I'm going to record a video for you about Community Day. But I'm walking around here, guys, so we can at least get an idea of the spawns around the complex. The weird thing is, I don't even know my character is walking, look, because my daily spawn is there with the little white circle. It's back there, so it's counting here that we're walking, but man, there's nothing here. There's nothing. The spawn is weak. There's no Pokestop, no gym. It's pretty tough. One upside, even though it comes with a downside, is that toward my house, if we go straight for 5 minutes, we get to the main center for the 3 neighborhoods here, which is Hamelin. However, I can't go straight here because the street isn't finished yet. I have to go around the other way. So a place that's 5 minutes from my house, I have to walk 20 minutes to get there. So that would be the perfect place for me to play Pokemon. I won't be able to do what I used to do, just step outside my house and start playing. I'll have to take my car, go to that little center just 5 minutes away, no problem, and walk around there, record my videos and everything else, and then come back home. So this will make our gameplay videos need more planning, right? It can't just be that quick thing like, oh, I'm heading out now. For example, on community days, I sometimes start playing with just 15 minutes left. If I do that here, I'll be in trouble since there's nothing to do. So, man, this is gonna be a little complicated for me, but I'll adapt, I'll get more organized. Look, over there, the kids' playground is already finished, looking nice. And here in this place, look, are the sports courts. This is the mail area. There are little mailboxes here. It's nice that small packages arrive here. And look at this, let me see what's inside. Can you see through the little hole? I think you can because I don't have the key to get in, but there's a tennis court here. On the other side, I think we can go this way. Everything is really new even for me, guys. So I'm learning, what is this here? I've never seen this place before, man. It looks like something for organic compost. Look at that. That's crazy. It must be something for water treatment, something like that, but that's fine. Another thing, guys, we've got some big events coming up. Probably, while the street here isn't open yet and I don't have many things to play here in my neighborhood, I'm going to make some little upgrades, right? I'm going to play on my main account and my secondary account, which we use for Fly and join other events too. I'm also visiting some places to play. I've reached the entrance, but I don't have the key yet. But there are several mini courts over there. There's a big tennis court here, which I showed you, and there are some small ones here too. A little basketball court here would be nice, right, man? But there isn't one. Apparently just a bunch of tennis courts. People here really love tennis, man. Are you kidding me? But that's it. There's a big grassy area here. And over there, guys, all of that is going to be houses. This community is in a new area. Because like where I used to live before, it's a place that's growing a lot, which is where my mom's house is. It's called Winter Garden. It's a place with a lot of new things. There are a lot of Brazilians living there, and it's a wonderful place, especially for those who invested here in the United States buying a house in Winter Garden and made a lot of money because it increased in value a lot. And here, this will probably be the next place to go up in value. Why? Because where I live now isn't Winter Garden anymore, it's Claremont. Claremont is a place that's much cheaper today than Winter Garden and Winter Me. That's where Brazilians usually invest or go to live. However, this area, this neighborhood here, is on the border of Winter Me. Once they open that new street I told you about, I don't go to the supermarket in Claremont, I don't go to the gym in Claremont, I don't go to the schools in Claremont, I go to the ones in Winter Me. Actually, for school, I do go to the one in Claremont. In fact, that's the downside here. Families with kids should know the local schools aren't good. Winter Garden school is better, but you can't transfer. Kids must attend the neighborhood school. That's a drawback. But for everything else, restaurants, bars, Walmart, Target, TDA Maxx, which is a little shopping store, we go to the ones in Winter Garden, which are extremely luxurious, fancy, and beautiful. So it's really great. You live in a cheaper area, but use resources from another neighborhood. That's why many people invest here. It looks like the plan here is to build 30,000 houses. So this place is going to grow a lot. Actually, yeah, I have some friends from YouTube who are going to buy a house here too, but just as an investment. Unfortunately, they're not going to live here. But actually, if you want to do that too, if you're a savvy investor, you can contact my father-in-law on Instagram, Realtor o Corretores, Ney, Florida, because he, my mother-in-law, and my father-in-law are realtors. And my wife is also taking the course to get her realtor license. Check this out, guys. Everything is being built. Look, there's not even a sidewalk or driveway here yet, see? Full of trucks, full of people working, and it's Saturday, okay? And everyone is doing all this crazy, but well, I took a walk around here, man, unfortunately. I remember when I moved to Brackman House, which was over in Lake Nona, it was much farther from where I used to live with my YouTuber friends. Yeah, there weren't any Pokestops there either. It was all just wilderness. But there were tons of spawns. Like, I remember at our house, about 35 Pokemon would spawn every 30 minutes. It was really overpowered. Here, not even that, man. There are no spawns, nothing at all. I'm going to be stuck using remote raid passes and also using our secondary spoofing account, man. Yeah, but like I said, if you get banned, you can still create another account and keep playing. Now this here, man, there's nothing you can do about it. I'm gonna cut through this little field to get home faster. But like I said, guys, like I told you guys, I have my secondary accounts and I'll probably start leveling them up because on my secondary accounts, I spoof. I've always been clear about that with you. This one is my legit account that you're seeing, but I have other accounts where I use a little hack. So we'll be able to do raids, do other things, and we can use the spoof account to invite our legit account. I'll use the remote pass so we can do some raids. I'm heading home and we'll check if I can join any Ultra Beast raids here to maximize today's farming. I don't want to waste time since I've been away too long. See you guys. We got home and at least I was able to focus on the daily egg. This is my new old studio. I brought our whole studio from my mom's house here. Set it up at home. It's pretty similar. There are a few new things here in the corner, but I think it turned out pretty nice. It's looking good. I think the only thing missing is that before, my ceiling light, it used to make this wall behind me look more bluish. But here in this room, there's a lot more light than in my old room. And I don't want to cover the window like I did in the other room, so the blue light isn't making much of a difference. The studio is a bit less colorful than it usually is. Look, the light from the window just went down. It already changed a little here. But anyway, I'll fix that later on. We played Trickle. What's up, guys? What will really help me is that we can keep enjoying the events and taking part in things. It's our secondary accounts that we play on Fly. A lot of people still ask me about it, especially because there are a lot of new players, so I get it. But which setup do I use to Fly? Usually, guys, I play with Ugaphone. Here it is. This one is Ugaphone. It's Ugaphone. Not many people know about it. Look, it even has some little promotions here. Basically, guys, this is a virtual phone, so you can play with the hack safely. You need a phone with root access, which is super user access that you have to unlock. Sometimes it can take up to a week to get root access. There are a lot of little things involved. Permissions that you need to request from your phone's company, and not all phones can do it. On iPhone, it would be the well-known jailbreak, so it's a little thing you have to do. Many times you can lose your phone's warranty, you lose security, you lose access to banking apps, you lose access to some special apps like government apps that everyone needs to have to get your ID and all those things. And UGphone allows you to have virtual phones. So look here, and I only have this one now, right? My others have expired, but that's okay. I have this one here, which has 75 days left. I can open it here. And here, I have a phone, guys. That's basically it. I have a virtual phone here. I'm using a VPN. I'm going to turn it off here because it will make my game lag. So let me turn it off. Or is it already off? It's off. Perfect. I turn it off here, guys. And that's basically it. Here, I activate Rupa GPS, a virtual UG phone device that's already rooted. So you don't have to root it yourself. That's great. Now, let me see if I can find New York. I really like playing there. And even in Sao Paulo. Let me select New York. I put it right here on Manhattan Island. I start it, and now my location is in New York, close to Times Square, where there are a lot of gyms. Look, now the light here has gone down a lot. See? See how crazy that is, guys? I'm going to have to do something about this window so we can have better lighting control. But anyway, I set the location here, and now I use Pokémon. These two apps are free. Pokémon has a paid version where you unlock some features, but you can use it for free, just like I used to. Today, I have the paid version because it helps me a lot. Mainly to do raids faster and everything else, and now we open the original Pokemon Go with Pokémon. All set, guys. We're here. I'm going to set it to not use any. Close this here, and that's it. We're on our secondary account. And we're here in the middle of New York. Wonderful. Yeah, Pokémon lets me teleport here, look, just by clicking on the screen. This is a feature of the paid version. One reason the screen just got brighter since the sun got stronger. Anyway, I use Rupa GPS by Edu Hunter here, and we can go anywhere in the world. It's my favorite and the one I use most. I haven't tried others, but that's just my opinion. Hey guys, we can come here, look, join a little raid, there's a free pass, but instead of doing the raid, I'm going to come here, look, I'll play on my main account here, which is already open, and I'll put it here, look, where am I? Cresson B is already in the recommended list. I'll switch here real quick. The invite is already here. And we can do Buzzwole raids. Using the remote pass, which isn't a hack. It's a tool from Niantic itself. I'll come back here, and I'm going to leave because I don't want to spend a pass here. Yeah, I don't have coins on this account. I have 47, so I can only join the raid with a free pass. Since I'm inviting my main account, I have to speed this up, so I can't keep using the free pass here. A cool thing, this is really good. There are 3 Ultra Beasts happening, each one on a different continent, so we can do Buzzwole here. The raid is already running here on my main account, and meanwhile we can just grab the map here. Since I haven't done the raid, I haven't done anything here yet, right? I can just grab it here, man, and I can go to Europe, I can go to Spain. Look, Zaragoza is a place where a lot of people play. I can come here, teleport to Zaragoza. I think it's still afternoon there, and here, what's happening here? Here, there's a Faramosa raid going on, so we don't need to travel to do this. That's really good, man. Apparently, I think Buzzwole is here in the Americas, Faramosa in Europe, and there's a third Pokemon, Xurkitree. Oh, what? What happened here that I got kicked out of the battle? Did the battle end? Wait, how did it end, man? Maybe it's because I was outside on my phone when it started. Let me try again here, guys. One cool thing about Pokemon is that it has this menu here, see, the cooldown menu, and it shows us everything. I can use it to save my location so I can come back here later. Alright, I'm going back in now. I'm going to invite my main account again here. It's already here, and I think it's going to work this time. At least I hope so. Man, I lost that pass. Wow, that's right. I need to find which raid it was. I already used the pass on it. I think it was one of these here, man. Yeah, guys, if it wasn't this one, found it. All right, here it is. This one already has the pass. I can join without spending another one. Man, that scared me. All right, we're in, guys. I'm going back here. Let me set the room to public. We almost lost a remote raid pass. We can't keep losing remote raid passes. They're expensive now. The prices are way up, man. But all right, guys, we're in a little raid now. Remember, if you also want to use Oogie Oog Phone, the link is in the description. When you sign up, you can use the code CRI01 to get a completely free virtual device. In the description, there's also my tutorial about Oog Phone, where I teach how I set up my virtual device, the apps I use, how to download them, what settings you need to change, and how to enable root. All these things are in the video I left here in the description. There's the link to Oog Phone, the link to the tutorial, and my code CRI01 for you to get a free device, so don't miss out. If you want to play remotely, that's your best option. Also, it's best to play with Wi-Fi. Because basically here, guys, it's on my other account there, right, inside Oog Phone. You're sending commands to a device that, if I'm not mistaken, is routed through a server. You have to keep sending signals to it like a remote control, so with a weak internet connection, there might be some lag. You can still play, especially with apps that farm automatically, so lag isn't an issue. Just give the command and it does the work. You can even turn off your phone. It keeps running. And you can do AFK farming, which is really overpowered. Well, first the Buzzwole raid is done. I'll see if I can also catch a Pheromosa, so off I went. I don't know why it glitched that other time, but anyway, we did it. We made it. 19-4, I don't know which one is 100%. I just want to know if it's shiny. Let's catch it real quick. 3, 2, here comes the gap. Imagine if it turns green now, man. That would be awesome. All right, come on, Julian Balestrino. Let's go, my warrior. Got it. Beautiful, everyone. Another little Buzzwole for our collection. It's not 100%, but it's worth it. Now let's see if we can, through Oogie Phone, get Pheromosa working again. This here, look, when you stay away for too long, it goes to this screen to use less of your phone's battery. That's really good, but the game keeps running, okay? So let's go. Look. I'm going to use the thing I mentioned so we can get in, look around, and go to where we kept Pheromosa. Here she is. The issue is no one is here, right? I think this is the best spot in Zaragoza. Look, it's where there were lots of Pokestops. Let's check it today. I haven't teleported here in a while. All done. Wow, this used to have tons of Pokestops, but now it's empty. Oh my God. They stripped Zaragoza, ladies and gentlemen, but it's okay, no problem. Let's take a look here. Look, I'll put it here in raids, and through here we can find it. Huh, is there a mega hour or something like that going on? Must be, but it's fine. We found one here and there are already people doing it. Oh my God, will I have time to join? 30 seconds. Quick. I invited. Wow, I made it. I think I made it in time, huh? I think I did. I think I can get in. Quick, my God, hurry up. I made it. Wow, with only 20 seconds left. Let me disconnect here with my secondary account because I don't want to spend on it. Whoa, it worked, man. Wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Let's take down this little one. 7x-1, no. Do you think people are going to leave? Hey, we can do this, guys. Okay, I think number 7 was my secondary account there. It counted now that it left. All good. All right, let's go, guys. Pheromosa is on the screen. I think we just can't get Xurkitree because Xurkitree is over there in the Asia and Oceania region, and in that place, it must be the middle of the night. So the raids are probably going to be offline. I think from around 2 in the afternoon, maybe 2 or 3, the raids will start spawning, but that's going to be during Community Day, and I'm going to record a video for you guys doing Community Day. I probably won't do it in my condo. You saw it, right? Anyway, that's what I wanted to discuss. It'll be harder to play on my legit account now since I'll need to play on certain days. It'll be more complicated, but that's fine. Since we just moved, we've been shopping a lot and visiting furniture stores, so we've been out of the house often. I'm going to try to plan so I can go out on the days when I'm going to play. That way I'll go out, record for you guys, do some raids, and do a few things. After that, we shop and fix things for the house, then return. When the new street opens, it'll be easier to reach the nearby downtown. We'll be able to play a lot more, and recording will be easier. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to defeat this Pheromosa here. Let's see if we can get her shiny version. I don't even know if I already have this shiny of this creature, man. She's like flying and bug type. So, if I'm not mistaken, she's 4 times weak to flying. I don't know if I'm crazy, but she's taking damage here from our Moltres. Lugazon here to finish it off. More special, and it's done. I think I landed the last attack, huh? The CP ended up at 1,599. I don't think this one looks like 100%. No, but that's fine. We collected them all. We got the Traveler since I'm the farthest person. 3, 2, 1, and no, it wasn't shiny. $15.99, but that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you also, just like me, live in a very deserted place, or if there aren't people to play in your city, or if you're looking for a way to play by spoofing too, you can use UG Phone, which is in the description. Once again, remember the code CRI01 to help us out, and if you help, you can win a device free for you to test. So guys, I think that's it. Now let's go get our last Ultra Beast. The gameplay videos will be back. This period of wedding and moving was very hectic. That's why I've been missing these last few weeks. And there weren't many interesting events either. Wow, PvPista, there weren't many interesting events happening, so I ended up staying a bit away from Pokemon Go, but we're coming back strong. Soon the Google truck, the Google car will come by here mapping our area, and Niantic will help us out. She'll make everything nice here. She'll put some Pokestops for us, and we'll be able to be happy. Ladies and gentlemen, kisses to all. Glad to be back. Thanks, I'm out.